Hi guys, welcome to Classic TV Facts and Trivia. Thank you for being here. Today's video is on Cheers. And the reason why Cheers decided to keep Frasier Crane around. Smart idea. Although for Dr. Frasier Crane has been on TV longer than some people currently going through midlife crisis have been alive. It wasn't originally the plan. When Frasier played the future money-playing star Kelsey Grammer first showed up on Cheers as Diane's snooty new boyfriend, the role was only meant to last for a handful of episodes. But the producers decided to let the character stick around, and seemingly due to Grammer's performance, well, now we know a little bit more about what exactly went into that decision-making. Ted Danson recently spoke with Cheers co-creators Glenn and Les Charles for his Where Everybody Knows Your Name podcast. Anyone who watched Cheers will remember the names from appearing in front of that smug-looking jerk in the bowler hat at the end of the opening credits. The Charles brothers described how they brought in Frasier to interrupt the Sam-Diane relationship at the beginning of the show's third season, just for a few episodes. So they set about creating a character who was the opposite of Sam, a pseudo-intellectual snob. They changed their minds about ditching Frasier as soon as they first planned, because Grammer was funnier than they had expected. But because he played Frasier as fully three-dimensional character, surprising the producers with his depth, we really realized that we need to bring Kelsey on when he started to see the vulnerability in the character, Charles explained. Because at first he was just pompous, successful psychologist, and he had Diane, and everything was going great. But then when you started to see him breaking down, we realized there were levels to this guy, and he could really play them all. It's true even in those very first few appearances. Frasier is surprisingly likable and earnest for a character who was ostensibly introduced purely as a romantic foil for the show's protagonist. We're invited to laugh at Frasier, but he quickly became as sympathetic as any of the other Cheers barflies. Kelsey Grammer is one of the most talented actors, I think, Danson agreed, but it pointed out that working with him was often nerve-wracking. He would also show up right at the last second with the script, and he literally, truly did not know his lines, Danson explained. And he was reading from the script, and it'd be like, oh, God, how's this going to work out? He's carrying the show. He has tons of lines, and he could just kind of barely have it. And then turn around, and the audience comes, and he'd step out, and he was like word perfect. Danson refrained from mentioning that he wasn't always so chill about Grammer's work ethic, as the two discussed on an earlier podcast. Of course, Grammer learns all of his lines in advance these days now that he's older, sober, and gets paid $2 million an episode to play Frasier Crane. And he's probably I believe he is, the longest lasting character in television, spanning across 3 different series. You had Cheers, then you had Frasier, and then you had Return of Frasier. And if you hear background noise, that's my wife talking in there. And anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I love Kelsey Grammer, great actor. Frasier is a great character too. And I actually like Frasier, the show, better than Cheers. Call me weird. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please like this video. I'd appreciate it. You have a great day, guys. God bless you. I'm praying for you.